Anthony here, and we're talking about goals, how to get you what you want. This is part of a series of videos that we're going to do. The reason doing this is Michelle and I a few days ago won a fantastic hangout with some of our people, and we're talking about how to get them what they want, hence why I'm doing a series of videos. In previous videos we talked about being exact, being precise on your requirements, your demands from this universe. Now use the analogy of Google. When you type into Google, if you use vague language, I want more, for example, you're going to get probably billions of results. The more exact, the more precise you are with your requirements, the more precise and the more exact you are with your search results. That's exactly the same as well this universe works. You've got to be exact, you've got to be precise, you've got to know exactly where you're going, what you're after. So you have to write them down. And use emotive words, words that do it for you, words that really get you going. You've got to describe it in such fantastic language that you read that and think, I'm having that, that excites me. Your goals have got to excite you. They've got to be where you can see and just a little bit further. They've got to stretch you. They've got to inspire you to do more, to be more. They're your goals, nobody else's. They are your goals. And if you set them that's a stretch, what you'll find is you might not kind of see them yet in your imagination, but as you go through the processes, when you go around the corner, you'll be able to see further. Or when you're on a higher elevated position, you'll be able to see a more beautiful vista. That's exactly the way goals are going to work. So you have to write them down. You have to be clear. You have to have a clear, precise intention, an outcome of what you want, you having what you want. So you've got to write them down, and then you've got to narrow that down so that it be possibly just a paragraph long, and it's got to be so clear that you could describe that to a small child and they will get what you're after. It's not an elevator pitch. This is your goals written in such a manner that it's clear, precise, succinct, and possibly just a paragraph long, that you could describe that to a small child and they would get what you're after. So that's your intentions. Write them down. Write the outcome, your desired outcome for life that you require. Now then you've got to write down. So once you've got that, then we're going to get you to write down what gifts, what resources do you have at your disposal right now to help you actualize your goals. Maybe your character traits. You have a burning desire. You know people who already succeed in your chosen profession. Write that down. You have a certain amount of hours a day, a week that you can work on your business. Write that down. Write the resources you have right now at your disposal that can help you get what you want. Once you've written that down, then write the resources that you desire, that you require, that can help you. If I had this, if I had a better connection with whoever, if I had a bigger list. Write the requirements you would want that you do not have yet. Write them down. Now this might seem like a lot of work, but really, is living an unsuccessful life, is that not harder? Of course it is. This is not hard work. This is fun. The more you get into it, the more you're going to enjoy it. And this is setting your outcomes. This is getting what you want. This is how you're going to get what you want. Be clear, be precise, be exact of your intention, of your desired outcome. So you've written it down and you've used emotive language, language that works for you, and your goal should be a stretch, something that inspires you. You should have it in language that you could describe to a small child and they would get what you're after, what you want. Then you've written down the resources that you have right now at your disposal to help you get what you want. Then you've written down the resources that you require, that you do not have yet. If I was more determined, if I had more confidence, if I had more hours in the day, if I had a better connection with whoever. Write that down also. So now we're starting to get down to the nitty gritty, to the meat and potatoes, as it said, right to the bare bones of what's necessary. Okay? You're starting to think more intensely about what you want. And the more you think about it, the more that's going to become real in your mind. In the wonderful book Think and Grow Rich, he talks about how to develop faith. And when you have a strong belief and a strong faith, anything is possible. And belief happens over time by you constantly revisiting, believing, feeling, saying, writing what you want. That's how you're going to get it. So you're going to be doing this and then revisiting it every day. Get this done. So once you have that done, you have your clear intention of what you desire. You have it in such language, emotive language, that it does it for you, that inspires for you. You have it in such a way that you could describe to a small child and they would get what you're after. You've listed your resources at your disposal right now, and you've listed the resources that you desire or you require to help you get what you want. So now we've got that down, what I want you to do now is to write down what evidence would you need for you to know that you're either on the right path, you're getting what you want, or you have what you want. What would having what you want mean to you? Would it mean the fact that you could give up that job? That you could work full-time on your business? Would it mean that you've treated yourself, your family, your friends, whoever, to a night out, a special meal? Is it a fantastic vacation you want? Is it a new car? What is the evidence that you require for you to know, I'm having this is real, this is what's going to happen? What do you desire? Write this all down. Once you've got all that information, you're going to put them onto what can be described as a mind map. Mind map was first coined by a guy called Tony Buzan, an English guy. Now, a mind map is basically having your objective in the centre of a large piece of paper or a pinboard. Your objective could be a certain image. You could either draw this out, or if you're not so creatively inclined, get pictures or get a picture that would perfectly describe your ideal life. That goes at the centre. That goes at the centre. That's what you're after. And then we're going to have little lines coming out from the centre. And there's going to be your goal written down in probably a paragraph long, describing exactly what you're after. And it's in emotive, exciting language that does it for you. You've now got your resources. That can be off another line. The resources that you have right now at your disposal to help you get what you want. And then off another line, you've written down the resources that you require, that you desire to help you get what you want. You've also written down or got a picture of what evidence do you need? I've given up my job. Now you're going to have a wonderful image that you can look at. Some people are not purely visual, but this is going to help you. If you're purely auditory, then you might be perfectly crafted words, sentences of what you're after, what your desired outcome is. We're starting to amass a wonderful piece of information designed purely around you, and the world does revolve around you. Some people use that as a criticism. Oh, you think the world revolves around you? Well, it does. Quite literally, you are the centre of your own universe. And what's wrong with you being happy? Nothing whatsoever, because a happy you is better for everybody. And both myself and Michelle want more people to be happy. Of course, the people in our team, that is our number one objective, is to help them get what they want so they can be happy. And if you're not in our business, you haven't joined us, well, that's entirely up to you. There'll be a link underneath here. You'll see our blog site pop up, www.grabyourdestiny.com. Visit our blog site. If you want to work directly with myself and Michelle and be on our private hangouts, absolutely wonderful. There'll be a work with Michelle and John link there. Look at that picture. You've now started to construct a mind map. You're now starting to devote your attention. And where your attention goes, energy flows. The more you give attention to something, the more it grows, the more it becomes real. This mind map is the basis now of you getting exactly what you want. Okay? That's all part of your mind map. Start constructing it, and over the course of the next few days, I'm going to take you through an actual visualization process. Because the way this universe works is, as I said, use the analogy of Google. You can't just physically type into the universe, I want this is my goal. The way you communicate with the universe is through your feelings, through your emotions. And that's what we're going to start to develop. We're going to make them real. We're going to make them palpable. It's going to be, have you ever had a nightmare? You wake up in the morning, and then you go through your day, and then it hits you back, and you think, did that actually happen? Or did I imagine it? That's what we're going to start to make these real for you. Your dreams are going to be so real that you're not going to know what is real and what's not. The line between reality and dreams is going to become blurred, because everything out in this wonderful world was first created in the mind of one person. And you are the centre of your universe, quite literally. You are the centre of your universe. You make things happen for you. Yes, a happy you is going to be better for your family, your friends, the people around you. And they would want a happier you. Surely, of course they would. They want a happier you. But a happier, more productive you is better for the world in general. Let's get you happier. Let's get you what you want. So do this, my friends. Write your goal down. Set a time limit. Use emotive, exciting language that really does it for you. Your goal should be something that stretches you. You're not going to make $1 million tomorrow. Okay, you might do. But in reality, are you going to make $1 million tomorrow? Possibly not. Write it in real terms that you can actually see it. That you can actually see that is possible. But it's got to be a stretch. Okay, it's got to push you. So you've got your goals written down, and it's got to be in such a way that you could describe it to a small child. So it's only going to be probably a paragraph long and in simple language that they could understand. You've listed your resources that you have at your disposal now, and you list the resources that you require to help you get what you want. You've written down what evidence you need to make your goals real. You've listed those down also. You've started to construct a mind map with at the centre of the mind map a picture or something that gives the impression, so you know what that means. You know what your goal means. That picture at the centre, or you can do a drawing. Whatever your goal means could be put into a picture. Look through magazines of fantastic homes or wonderful cars or whatever you want. You could probably find a picture and put that at the centre. And then coming away from there, like spokes in the wheel, coming away from that, of all these things you can have. Your goal, your evidence, your resources, the resources you require, what evidence you need. Once you've got that mind map, you are on your way. You have done more things than 95% of this world have actually done. You've written your goal down and you're starting to actually think intensely about how to get it. Over the course of the next few days, we're going to go more into this and actually get you to actually start to experience it for real. And the more you experience it, the more it's become real in your imagination. The more real in imagination, the more the feelings are going to be appearing real in your body. The more real these feelings are in your body, the closer you're going to come to what you want. And that's what it's all about, getting you what you want. My name is John Anthony, and I said before, you'll see at the bottom our blog site, www.grabyourdestiny.com. And if you want to work directly with myself and Michelle, there'll be a link there. That's it. I'll see you again soon, my friends. Thank you for your time.